Hello, Gio Leone. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Welcome. I'm great. Well, welcome to Graham Radio. Tell me a little bit about who you are and who you're representing today.
I'm the voice behind the noise, Gio Leon. I'm just kidding, but from Beast Brigade, The Collective, those are my main squads, and I'm also A&R for Band to Black.
And how did you get into the music scene here in Tampa? And St. Pete, I guess.
Right. So I try to reach out to promoters at the time, and practically everybody's answer would be like, hey, if you want to play, you have to do your thing. Like, you have to do your own night. And I respected that answer because in reality, I understand where they're coming from. They don't know who I am or anything like that. I started going to shows, starting getting to know the culture first.
So who told you that you needed to have your own night in order to get booked here?
And this is not any disrespect to the person. I just want to. This is a.
You don't have to name anyone. Okay. Whatever.
But yeah, it was a big promoter in the scene in St. Pete, and this is somebody that I still to this day look up to. They're pretty great and such. They're good.
Who is it? I'll bleep it out. Who is it?
It's
it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like I mentioned, he's a great guy. So there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciated that he gave me that advice because in reality he didn't give it to me in a condescending way. He was just hey, it was just like a normal conversation,
Well, see, he gets hit up so much
right.
from every angle, from every single person in the world. So it's it's not that it's impossible to work with him, or anything like that. He's actually a really nice guy, but he's just getting hit up by everyone, and everyone wants something from him.
Right. Yeah. I totally get that. I didn't at the time. I just took it as motivation. That would be great to kind of start, because then I figured, well, if I'm doing my own thing, then I do my own direction. I can be more in control, and the experience that we give to our patrons and things like that.
So you started your own night because you couldn't get booked, right?
In essence, yeah, in the house scene, yeah.
And how did that go?
Oh, great. Yeah. It's going great. I can't complain one bit.
Where do you have your residency now?
It's Club 201 every Thursday. We switch it up a little bit, so it could be house, drum and bass, garage, practically any.
Sick.
Yeah.
You should book me, bro.
Oh no, and that's what I'm saying. I'm honestly pretty open to booking anybody, really. Right. Pushman said a few weeks back, it just has to be the right way, in the sense of some people are kind of come up to me it gave me this huge resume, and that's cool and all, but in reality, it only takes one night to come out and maybe try to support or one share, and people just reach out of nowhere. They don't even follow me. They don't follow Beats Brigade. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that's fine, but that's obviously. If you want to support, if you want to be supported, you might want to be at least a little supportive. That's all. And I don't see, I don't try to be condescending in that way. I'm pretty open to booking people, even if they just barely found out about the brand. I'm really cool with that. But I just feel some people are a little too eager to play without realizing the grand scope of it, I guess.
And what's the grand scope of it? What do you mean by that?
That there's a community behind it, in the sense of we're all in this together. Beast Brigade is not just me per se. Sure, I'm the one that does practically everything, but this is with the help of friends and such. Sometimes they'll let me borrow gear and things like that.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Right.
So what exactly do you look for when someone hits you up for a booking?
Honestly, just genuinity. If you're genuine, that's all that matters. If you're genuine about, I love this, and it's and you show that passion, I'm pretty open to it. I don't really see a reason why not. If I can fit you in, and if you're patient enough too, because some people, they want to be booked, but they also want it to be immediate. And sometimes some of these nights are booked 3 months in advance.
Dude, let me tell you something. I deal with that too, because I make a lot of content, but a lot of people who I make content with, and I hope that you don't do this. A lot of people who I make content with, or not a lot of people, actually very few people, they'll hit me up every week. Hey, bro, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? And was that the door?
Maybe. I wasn't sure. There was a noise.
There was a noise. Hold on, we'll be right back. And we're back. So what I was just saying was, I record with people, and it's great, and we have a lot of fun. And, a lot of what Graham Radio is an opportunity for people to come on and get content. Like, from a very, very base standpoint. A lot of people say, hey, bro, when's my mix coming out? Hey, bro, is it coming out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? The truth of the matter is, I don't know when a lot of my content comes out. I just try to be consistent with it. I make a bunch of it, and I post it. And I don't have, like, a set schedule yet. Maybe I should. But it's like, I'm just consistent with it. So when people hit me up and ask me when something is coming out, I mean, the truth of the matter is, it could be next week, it could be in a month. I don't know. It just depends on, like, the wave of, like, attention that Graham Radio is getting or is not getting.
Right.
So it must be annoying to have people hit you up in a disrespectful way, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of rare, to be honest. Like, for the most part, people keep it pretty chill, because I keep it pretty chill, so it's kind of hard to react to someone in a negative way when they're keeping it fairly positive. But yeah, like I am open not only just to book one person, like I'm also open to book like crews. Like if you have like a concept, like, hey, we have multiple people and we have this thing going on. So at the end of the day, I just want it to be a platform where people come in, they do their thing, have a good time, and practically like have their friends out and invite their friends, and probably like their own party.
Okay, that was great.
Sweet.
Gio, thank you so much for coming on. I think you have an hour-long takeover
Thank you.
to do. What kind of music are you going to play?
I don't know. Since I have an hour, I might get a little more creative.
All right, sounds great.
Awesome.
All right, for the listeners, I love you. Peace.